evening, everyone. Welcome to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario. With me for the pregame show tonight, John Hahn, a guest driving appearance here. I'm your track announcer, Shannon Doyle. John, with a couple of drives tonight. You've got a couple of rails, and we've been keeping an eye out on these because I wanted to have you on for a show for a while now. And yeah, you've got Shadows in the 4th on the rail, and you've got the Old Horse Cat 4 in the 10th and final. Can you get the distance?
I hope so.
Mile and a 16th for old Cat 4 there in the finale today. HPI play of the day. I'm looking at race number 8. Looking for some value here with number 8, Dune Side Sport. 5-1 was 17-1 last time out when coming in from Mohawk. And it was a gutsy second-place finisher there. You should get good value once again for George Kittredge with the 8 Dune Side Sport. He's still winless in 2017. I think you got to beware of him, though. Bit of a wide-open event in race number 8. Your HPI play of the day for HPI Bet and Western Fair District. The early pick 3 kicks off in race number 1. I'm going to use a 6, New Boston Town. That's a newcomer to Ontario out of Summerside, Prince Edward Island. New Boston Town. For Team Sumner, number 8, She Sports Style has to keep it together tonight. She should factor if she does. Key in on number 1, Boots and Brian there in the 2nd. I don't think there's a shot of beating that one. Gets that rail advantage. Jay Harris stays on for Craig Gilmore. And I went 5 deep in tonight's 3rd race, looking to complete the pick 3. I believe it's a $2 play for a 20 center. Early pick 4 does start in that 3rd. I'm going to stay with the 5 deep in the 3rd, using 3 of them in the 4th. Race number 5, there is a key scratch there. Take out the 2, quarter to noon. Scratching number 2 in the 5th. I'm going to use a 4 and 6, and we'll look to complete that early pick 4 with a 1, 8, and 9. Race number 7 to start tonight's late pick 4, and I'm using a 4, 5. This late pick 4, it's tough. I think you got to use a bunch of them here and there. I was actually thinking the all button in that 10th race where you're at, John, but you know what? I went with my top 3 selections in the finale that I got in the program with a 7, 8, and 9. Went 4 deep races, 8 and 9. If you can hit this late pick 4, ladies and gentlemen, I think you're in for a good price. Don't be afraid to play deep in races 7 through 10 for a late pick 4. Always a $5,000 guarantee on the pool, low 15% take. We're going to come back with a whole lot more. We'll take a short break now. More coming up with driver John Hahn. Stick around.
HPIBet.com. Access, rewards, and more.
Hey, welcome back to the pregame, everyone. You're watching Race Day at the Raceway, Western Fair District. Guest driver John Hahn with me tonight. He's got a couple of drives, got a couple of rails tonight, races 4 and 10 for John. I'm your track announcer, Shannon Doyle, with you with the wagering menu for this evening. Low 15% takeout on our key wagers, pick 3, pick 4, super high fives, free programs, selections, video, and so much more. It's all up on our website at westernfairdistrict.com. The go-to wagers, they are that pick 3 play right up front in the opener. We've added the $2,500 guarantee pool to it. Pick 4s beginning in races 3 and 7. High fives at a mile and a 16th, featured in races 6 and 10. Recent 20-cent payouts going right up to last night here. Final race on the evening, over $2,600 coming back on the high 5 play for 20 cents. A 2-to-1 shot topped it. Alfie Carroll took the late double last night here in London. Again, a 2-to-1 shot on top of a $2,600 payout. Last week here, a couple of high fives in the $4,000 and $5,000 range. It pays to bet the Raceway. So John Hahn with us for the pregame show tonight. So glad to have you with us, John. A licensed driver here in Ontario since 2014, and your busiest year in the bike. You had a pretty good run there over Leamington and Sarnia. Tell us about it.
I did, yeah. Sarnia and Leamington were very good to me, and you know, the last day at Leamington, I actually had 3 wins, which was a big thrill, and you know, it was great.
That's got to be the career highlight thus far. It's a young career, right? So when you pick up 3 wins. They had their big crowd, their biggest wager. It was a big day for them. So for you to hit on that.
Oh, definitely. It was huge. I mean, it's tough enough to win one race these days. And
Yeah.
to get three, it was pretty exciting. But yeah, no, it was really good, and can't thank everybody enough at Leamington and all
Right on.
summer. So
Right on. Thus far, the career highlight, 3 victories to close out the Leamington season there for John Hahn. Again, Leamington, Sarnia kept you busy. You did some driving, Hanover, Clinton, Dresden.
Yep.
You're out of St. Mary's, so a little
Yep.
bit closer to places like Clinton and Hanover.
Yeah, very close. Yeah, Clinton like 40 minutes, and Hanover, an hour and 20. Sarnia an hour and a half, and so no, it's good. Lots of close places.
Outside of driving horses, what keeps you busy?
I work for the town of St. Mary's. I'm in charge of the parks department there. So, yeah, it's a good job, and I enjoy it. Been there probably 14, 15 years. So, yeah, no, it's great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Red, white, and black colors. Where does that come
Yes.
from?
That actually, the red, white, and black came from John Sutherland. It was his colors were red and white, and I had the black in. So, yeah, I just kept going with his colors.
Right on. That likely leads me into another question here. Some of the mentors you've had over the years, introduced to racing at a young age?
Yeah, very young, probably 7 or 8, and it was through one of my dad's friends, Kerry Campbell. I went to the barn with him, and just ever since then been going with him. And like I said, John Sullivan was a big help to me, and Greg Wright Jr., and yeah, and I have to mention the Horners as well.
Right on. Greg Wright Jr. is a name I'm familiar with. I used to watch quite a bit of Windsor in my day, watching simulcast.
Yeah, definitely. He was in Windsor for a long time up here, and now he's back at the Meadows and doing very well.
All righty. First win at the Raceway came a little over a year ago on a trotter we're going to see today, Rivers Away. You've done well with him at Leamington, and that had to be a huge accomplishment to win here in London. Your first victory ever in London, that was a big one.
Yeah, that was special. I was really happy that night, and yeah, no, it was pretty special. I'll never forget it.
We had a big crowd around that, too. I believe it was an RUS final that evening, so a bigger crowd on track. And, yeah, I remember the night, and I've been waiting on you to get to the winner's circle, so we tried to make it a little bit special, come to the wire
right.
there,
No,
right?
it was great. It was awesome.
Right on, okay. So 5 fave bullet questions now, quickly. We'll just drive right through these. Your favorite horse ever?
Favorite horse ever? I'd probably have to say Foiled Again, for sure. Yeah, just
Foiled
love
Again.
watching him.
Who doesn't like Foiled Again? 96-time career winner. Many people ask him when this horse will retire. Maybe when he hits the 100 wins.
Yeah.
Who knows? He's got over $7 million earned. Foiled Again. Favorite driver maybe ever?
Favorite driver ever? I guess I have to go with my good buddy Greg Wright Jr. He's been, I've always looked up to him and traveled around with him. And
You said best man too, right?
best man at my wedding, yeah. So no, I have to look up to him. But there's so many good drivers I could pick.
There are a lot around. We got a few of them here tonight, right?
Definitely,
And
definitely.
you maybe someday too, right? All right. Favorite horse to drive?
Favorite horse to drive? You know what? I enjoyed driving Cat 4. This was the first summer that I got to drive him, and man, he's a nice horse.
He's a fighter, isn't he?
He's a fighter, and he can leave like crazy.
And we're going to see him today,
Yeah.
a rail starter for John in tonight's finale. And one final question, as a fan, or maybe a couple more questions here. A favorite track to drive at, maybe?
Favorite track? I guess I'll have to go with Leamington for sure, and here right London, because it's so close, and I've always came here since I've been a little guy, so yeah. No,
You know London well.
I know London well, yes.
And as a fan, maybe your favorite race to watch?
I guess I'll go back to the Meadows, the Adios. I've been there probably 5, 6 times, and it's just they do a great job down there that day, and yeah, it's a lot of fun down there.
I think you're one of the only guys that says the Adios. A lot of guys come on, they say North America Cup, Little Brown Jug, Gold Cup and Saucer, but the Adios, something different. But you've got some close ties here with Greg racing out of there, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've been down there lots, and just great spot to race.
I watched the Meadows a bit. Greg Wright Jr., you cannot leave him off a ticket there.
No, you can't. No, he's a super guy and super trainer, very smart, and I think he's a very underrated driver, but and trainer. But he's doing well right now. He's had a good run.
Now Hahn, it's not a name that's popular in harness racing. I looked up through Track It, finding trainers, drivers. There are a few. Doug Hahn?
No relation.
Augustine Hahn.
Augustine, no.
Had a drive at Freehold in 1991.
There you go.
John C. Hahn out of Illinois had some action in 1994.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
And Michael Hahn from Elmira.
No.
Nothing doing. So
Nothing
no family really involved in racing other than
No.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. No, just myself.
And I know what that's like, because people ask me, the Doyles, you associated with this Doyle or that Doyle in racing? I too. Mom walked me into the track when I was 10. Nobody else in my family goes to the
Yeah.
races. We don't
Yeah.
talk racing over family dinners or anything. It's just so
No.
I know where you're coming from.
Yep. No. Yep.
Alrighty, you had a look at the program.
Yes.
And we're going to breeze through it now and
Yep.
maybe some top selections now from our guest driver, John Hahn. Race
Yep.
number 1, what do you see?
I'm going New Boston Town, number 6.
The newbie.
Yep. I believe Mike Summers usually got his horses ready.
He's not starting this one unless it's ready.
No, exactly. So
Right on. Over into race number 2, and what do you got going on here?
the rail horse, Boots and Brain.
Can't beat him.
No, I don't think so. I
Jay
don't think
Harris
so.
stays on, 2
Yep.
straight victories. That rail, huge threat.
Exactly.
Third race, and you're looking in the center there, the 4-horse, Alfie Carroll.
Yeah. I got to know Billy Kirkpatrick from Leamington, and
Mm-hmm.
very good trainer, and obviously Alfie, you can't go wrong with him. So
Another guy that has them, they're ready to race. And
exactly.
William brings them.
Yep. For sure.
Over into race number 4, you're on the 1 Shadows.
Yeah. I'm hoping she'll be a little bit better tonight. I'm going to try to get her a little closer, I hope. And when she was at Sarnia, I got her a bit closer, and she seemed to finish a lot better. So
She got a break there one of the last times she started here. Just rolled off
yeah,
stride
yeah, and
down.
we kind of got jammed up there,
Okay.
and maybe got a little too close.
Okay.
And but last week she was actually better, and hopefully this race is not the long distance race, so hopefully it'll suit her a bit better.
Stay
and
close.
Stay close. I'm going to be up close, and
Right
I
on.
also like the 4 in there, New Billionaire.
Tough one in there,
Yeah.
New Billionaire.
Yep.
Scott Calder, good to see him back.
Yeah,
that was
for
a
sure.
rough. I'll tell you what, he went down here just after the wire last week. I had to turn away. I've seen wrecks, but I had to turn away from this one because it all happened in slow motion.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well, great
good
to see
on you,
Scotty
Scott,
back,
to
yeah.
see you back. All right. Over into race number 5, you're looking at the 6 Chaleurs Magic. Another one coming in from the Maritimes. They're
Yeah.
all coming from there.
They all come from there, and Bobby McClure, Patrick Shepard. How can you go against those two?
Right on. Over into race number 6, our first high 5 on the trot, and you're looking at the rail starter.
I am. Yeah. He looks about the best in there, and Paul McKenzie, obviously great driver, and Amy and Anthony McDonald. I'm sure it'll be ready too.
Wonderful job there with the stable, the McDonald's do. And
Yep.
over into race number 7, this one to start a late pick 4, and you're looking at this 5, Katie's Beach. I kind of like her too.
Yeah. Again, Bob McClure, Renee Larman. I mean, good team to team up here in London, I think.
For sure, a speed threat too. She shows a trip out of Flamborough, leaving from a 7-hole, got to the quarter in 27. So look for her to be on or near the lead again.
Yep.
Race number 8 to start a late pick 3. You went outside here.
I did. But again, Alfie Carroll, Victor Putty, tough team, and I think he'll be tough in there.
I
again.
always say strong combo.
Strong
Carroll and
combo,
Putty.
exactly.
Can't leave them off a ticket here.
Nope.
9th race, Trotters back to the inside. The old horse.
The old horse, Winslow, yeah. Actually, I raced against Winslow the last 2 times in Leamington, and Brittany actually drove him, and she did a fabulous job.
Wonderful.
And, coming back here, I think with the rail, I think, he'll be tough in here tonight.
Maybe we see Britt show up in the colors here real soon.
Yeah, I mean, I hope she does. She did a great job in Leamington. She did an awesome job.
Right on. Over into race number 10, and of course you got to go to the rail here.
Yeah, we have to. It's a mile and a 16th distance, but, hopefully I can kind of get it my own way, and I hope he stays tough. He raced good last start in Leamington. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I win by 7 lengths, and, he felt real strong.
When he doesn't get eyeballed, that's when he's best.
He's
I
tough.
mean, if they
Yeah.
press him early,
Yeah.
it could be tough, but the Cat 4, he definitely knows his way to the winner's circle. 56-time winner, John Hahn, on board Cat 4, coming off a victory over Leamington. Was that one of your 3?
It was so. Yep, it was so.
All right, maybe the hot hands of John Hahn with Cat 4 there in the finale to top the high 5. Those high 5s have been crazy.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Shout-outs, John.
Shoutouts, for sure. I'll have to go with my family, my wife and my 2 kids, and my parents and my sister, and all my friends.
How
who
about
are
Greg
watching.
Wright Jr.?
And Greg Wright Jr., definitely. Hopefully he's watching too.
Right on. All righty. Great job on the show. Thanks much for coming in.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All righty. Let's go back and do some recapping. Pick 3 and pick 4 playing back in race number 1. Went 2 deep in there. We'll start with a 6 and 8. Both myself and John, we don't think they can beat the 1 and Boots and Brian. Key in on that one for Jay Harris in the 2nd. Going 5 deep in the 3rd. The early pick 4 does start in that 3rd. Stay with those 5. Went 3 deep in the 4th. Using a pair of them in the 5th. Ziggy Zoom and 6 Chaleurs Magic, who's coming in from the Maritimes. A key scratch in the 5th. Take out number 2. And using 3 of them in the 6th to round out an early pick 4. Late pick 4 starting in the 7th. 2 deep in there. Regal Luck, Katie's Beach. Good looking field of preferred fillies and mares on the pace in the Daylon Magician feature. 4 deep in the 8th and 9th, 3 deep in the 10th. If you can hit this late pick 4 in London, I think you're in for a good price. So play deep wherever you go there. The cameraman is standing by with his play on the day. What do you got for us, Trev? Race 3, and it's a 4. Race 3, number 4, you've got Away With Me. Alfie Carroll. Back to Alfie once again. I think Trevor, his favorite driver here in London right now has got to be Alfie.
Yeah.
Before it was Trevor Henry. Now it's Alfie, though, so he picks Alfie quite a bit. Good luck if you're playing along with the cameraman with 4. You've got Away With Me in race number 3. It's another edition of Survivor Tuesday. Free to play online or on track. Chance for you to win a $100 deposit to your HBI account. If you're playing for south of the border, you can still be a winner. We'll fix you up with a fabulous Raceway prize. Closing boards. Check us out on our website, westernfairdistrict.com, for everything you need. There's free programs, selections, videos, so much more. And if you've got comments or suggestions, something you'd like to see on the pregame show, let us know. Greg Blanchard, Greg Gangle, myself would love to hear from you. Give me a follow on Twitter tonight, @SugarDoyle. One more time, thanks so much, John Hahn, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Good luck tonight. Got a couple of rail starters, John, in race 4 and race number 10 with the old horse, Cat 4. Good luck when playing the Raceway tonight.